Namaste and welcome back to Three Wise Men Tarot. My name is Mukesh and we are here for your monthly tarot forecast. For Taurus, if this is your sun, moon, or rising sign, my dear Taurians, let this reading be for you. We already have your first card, and this reading would be valid from now until the end of December. Doing this reading during the Mercury retrograde times, so very important, very important. Let's see. Number one, the universe has to say something to Taurus or no? Oh, it has to say a lot and with a lot of gusto. Right, one, two, and three. We have your three cards. Is there an advice for Taurus? If you haven't subscribed yet, this would be a perfect time. If you have a question in your mind, this would be a perfect time to ask or leave a comment. In the meantime, Tarot wants to answer Taurian's call or no. Any advice for Taurus beyond three cards? Seems like no. Yes. Right. Okay. That's interesting. So, card number one, the High Priestess. Now, my dear Taurians, it seems like a lot of secrets are being revealed to you, things that you thought intuitively or you had the intuition for. They are sort of turning out to be true, and your intuition is getting sharper. You are probably heading towards sacred knowledge, or sacred knowledge is also being revealed to you. And the power of the subconscious, as in things that were hidden so far, hidden secrets, hidden abilities, hidden ideas that were not available to you earlier, are also being revealed. Some of you may be getting a little higher in terms of sensitivity. You feel a little more sensitive than earlier. Could also be the effect of the Mercury retrograde and all the astrological drama that we're going through. Mercury, Capricorn, Jupiter, Saturn, and a bunch of asteroids from the distance are making a huge, huge impact on literally everyone on the planet right now. It seems like, of course, you're not untouched from it, but for you, it's more trying towards, heading towards, or trying to head towards purity and trying to bring purity in your thoughts, trying to keep higher morals or trying to attain higher morals, it seems. That's card number one, the past or the thought process behind your existence in the last month or so. Then there is Eight of Swords. So at present, some of you or most of you are going through some negative thoughts. In a way, self imposed restrictions, putting yourself in places where you cannot do a lot and you feel restricted. Um, in a way, victim mentality might be taking over, that you're a victim of something. And it may also be kind of karma being meted out to you, that you see things happening around you, but you are not able to partake or participate in them as much as you would like. Sometimes it's good, because if I see the spiritual aspect or the high moral standard aspect of it, restricting yourself in those terms is actually pretty good. You're doing a good job in that way. Given where we are in the year, I would say you're doing a pretty darn decent job of restricting yourself and preparing for things that are bigger than momentary or temporary pleasures. Then we have the Emperor as the future, or the things that you need to do to continue reaping the rewards that you have been of your restraint. So, what will you attain by this restraint? You're attaining respect, you're attaining stability, you're getting some sort of structure. You're following the rules of power. Uh, if you haven't heard of the 48 laws of power, I would recommend that you have a look at that thing. You may be getting the help of authority, a father or a father figure. You may also, uh, maybe you are the one who is being this father figure to someone. But point is that you're willing to take a lot of responsibility and you're looking at your self responsibility as well, which is a great thing, my dear Taurians. Now, there is need for discipline, need for control, and need for focus because the emperor is always focused on the task at hand. The pleasure garden is always available to the emperor, but you won't find the emperor being the emperor for very long if he was only to hang out in the pleasure garden. The advice for Taurians, sun, moon, and rising is the Hierophant. Seems like you're doing a great job of being the restricted, self managed self. It turns out intuitions, so the opposite or the male counterpart of the high priestess is the high priest or the hierophant in this case, which is all talking about following the traditional path, following the rules of society, trying to walk on the well treaded path, following a rule book, if not of yourself, maybe someone else. If not someone else, at least I hope you're writing a rule book for yourself, which is very important to have some rules, otherwise, the whole society, your own existential being would fall apart. You're attaining more towards forgiveness, you are uh, honoring mercy, you are following your more wiser self, and you are being more trusting as well, which is how society works. Society doesn't work without trust. So, seems like, my dear Taurians, these times of self restriction and revealing of truths to yourself and you willing to take responsibility more seriously is going to have some good results. If you continue on this path for a while until the end of December, seems like the traditional values will reward you a lot more than you can imagine because the Hierophant also sits on the seat of authority and high honor. And that kind of a thing is not achievable without showing some capability. So, if you are showing capability, it is definitely bound to give you some rewards. If you're restraining yourself, if you're restricting yourself from some kinds of pleasure, it's good. Don't feel bad about it for yourself. Feel like this is your responsible self doing a great job. Okay? That's the message for you, my dear Taurians, for your sun, moon, and rising. And don't forget to see the other parts of your sign if you haven't. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends who may be Taurus, may not be Taurus, but then this video resonates with you and them, I hope. Until I see you next time, it is Namaste from Three Wise Men Tarot, and you have a good one. King of the road, trailer for sailor